Hey y'all, Coach in the Fight here, working on a Sabbath day schedule. Now, normally I don't like to do schedules on feast days and Sabbath days because it's so easy to make an error. But I'm working on a video on the Sabbath day, and at the beginning of the video, I'm claiming that it is a one-stop shop for all things Sabbath day. And here that I'm almost finished editing that video, I'm thinking that if it's truly going to be a video that has all of the information you need about the Sabbath day, it has to also include the days in which the Sabbath days are to fall. So in this video, what I plan to do is create this Sabbath day schedule, but I want to show my work as we go along so that if I do make an error, everybody can see it and you guys can point it out in the comment section and we can work to get it corrected. So let's get started. We're over here at timeanddate.com, and hopefully by now you've seen enough of my videos to know how it is that we are supposed to calculate the months. A new moon equals a new month. So assuming you got that already, let's start to put together this schedule. So what we'll do is we'll start in April of the year 2021, and we'll scroll down to we see a new moon. And we see the 0% moon on the 12th. That's the moon that's on the Gregorian calendar. But for the sacred calendar, we actually have to verify the moon with our eyes. And we do know that people saw the new moon all around the world on the 13th. They saw that 1.7% moon illuminated, and they declared it to be the new moon. So let's put that down as our first day in our table. And let's go on to the month of May. We see that the first sighting of the moon in May will be on the 13th. So let's put that down. Now let's look in June. The first sighting of the moon in June will be on the 12th. So let's put that down. Now let's go look at July. The first sighting of the moon will also be on the 12th. Now let's go on to August. Looks like the first sighting of the new moon in August will be on the 10th. So we'll come in and we'll put that down. Then we'll come over and we'll look in September. And the first sighting of the moon will be on September the 8th. So now we'll come and we'll look at October. And it seems as though the first sighting of the moon will be on October the 7th. So now let's go to November. And you see the first sighting of the moon will be on the 6th. The next month, of course, will be December. And the first sighting of the moon will be on the 5th of December. Then let's go over to January. And it appears that the first sighting of the new moon will be on the 4th of January. So now we're looking in February of the year 2022. And it appears as though the first sighting of the moon will be on the 2nd of February. So now let's go to the month of March. And it appears the new moon will be on the 4th of March. Then let's go to the month of April 2022. And it appears that the new moon will be on the 2nd of April 2022. Now that would be the first new moon after the spring equinox. So that would actually be the first new moon of the year. And we'll stop there. That takes us a year in advance. And so we'll use this information to calculate the Sabbath days. We'll label this column the Rosh Chodesh, because the sighting of the new moon is the beginning of the month. This next column we'll call the new moon day, because that would be the daylight in which we will have the new moon celebrations. So we'll do a quick calculation in here where we'll just add 1 day from the sighting of the new moon. Now let's bring up a biblical calendar so we can remind ourselves how this all works. Well, the new moon day is the first day of the month, but according to Ezekiel chapter 46 and verse 1, it is not a work day. So the official work day will be the second day of the month, and the seventh day of the work week will be the 8th day of the month. So let's come back over and put that day in our calculator. We'll call it the first Sabbath, and we'll put in the equation 7 days from the new moon day. But before we go on, let's verify our calendar. Here in April, we see that the new moon day is on Wednesday, April the 14th. So that's the first day of the week. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh day of the week would be the 20th. But like we said, the Sabbath day falls on the 8th day, so that would be the 21st. And for those of you guys who are just learning, let me show you again. The new moon day is not a work day. The 14th, the first day of the month, is not a work day. The first day would be the 15th. So 15th is day 1, 16 day 2, 17 day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. The 21st is the 7th day of the work week and the Sabbath day. And according to our calculation, that's what we come up with. So having verified this, let's put it in for the rest of the table. And let's go on to the second Sabbath. We'll go 7 days from this date to the second Sabbath. Then we'll put it in the rest of our table. We know that the Sabbath days fall on the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th days of the month. So this is all working out so far. And let's go on to the third Sabbath. Adding 7 days. And the fourth Sabbath. Adding 7 days from the last one. So there you have the Sabbath day schedule until the beginning of the next year to start in 2022. So the way we'll use this schedule is looking in the first column. We know the date of the sighting of the new moon, indicating the beginning of the month. And in the second column, we'll know which day to celebrate the new moon day. Of course, it starts in the evening and it lasts to the following evening. And then we have the dates of the Sabbath days to use in case we need to set our days off or set our activity schedule. We can use this information to know which days the Sabbath days fall on, so we can avoid placing other activities on those days. But now I've gone in and drew it up this way, where you just have the new moon day, which will be the day in which the Sabbath days will change, and the day of the week that the Sabbath days will fall on until the next new moon day. For instance, we'll have a new moon day on May the 13th, changing the Sabbath days to Friday until the new moon day on June the 12th. when the Sabbath days will change to Sunday. Now that reminds me, guys, we are supposed to do this by observation, not calculation. So I'm doing my best to make this as accurate as possible, but I suggest that you still go out and try to verify the moon for yourself, or know somebody who has verified the new moon so you can be sure that this information is accurate. And that's it. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and then I'll be including it in that other video. Make sure you have that subscription button pushed so you can see when that class comes out. It's actually taken the longest out of all of the videos to produce because it has a wealth of information on the Sabbath day. But anyway, if you see anything I did wrong, please put it down in the comment section below. I know how easy it is to make mistakes, and I'm definitely not infallible, so please double check my work. And check out some of these videos being linked on your screen right now, one of which YouTube picked out specifically for you based on your viewing preferences, as well as a video on how the sacred calendar works. And shalom.